Hey y'all, welcome to the Moving with Millennials podcast with your favorite millennial realtors.
We are 4 top producing agents in the DFW area, and we are ready to share the good, bad, and the real life of real estate.
Whether you're thinking about getting into real estate, already an agent, or just curious about what your agent really does, join us.
Tune in every Wednesday to see what it's really like to be on this side of the transaction.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Okay, take 1, 2. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with Moving with Millennials. Today we were talking about moving tips and tricks.
From some moving pros.
From moving pros.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to help you guys with the sell of your home, buy of your home, but we want to make sure that we're helping you all the way through, and what's included in moving is you need moving tips, packing, right, and doing all the things.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
It's a process for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I think we can also start by saying, first of all, if you want recommendations for a moving company, we could definitely give you recommendations for a moving company. But here we're going to give you 10 moving hacks that are going to save you time, money, probably a little bit of sanity as well, just to kind of help you prepare. I know when we moved, I personally was like, okay, had all the boxes labeled, all the things, like that's just my system. So we wanted to come up with these tips to help you guys with your moving.
Right.
For sure.
One of the tips that's not on here, but I kind of want to talk about labeling boxes, before we kind of get into the craziness of the specific examples. How do y'all label, or do you label? I have a feeling for each one of us that it's different.
How do we label each?
Or do you label them?
Yes.
I label for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I label them.
Do you label them by room?
By room and then by what's in it too.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'd be like kitchen / towels
Dishes
plus
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that I don't label boxes?
That surprises me.
No,
Why?
does
I
not
color
make
code
sense.
them.
Oh,
So I
Do you have an Excel sheet?
No, I do a floor plan. No, for the movers.
A floor plan?
I do a floor plan,
Color.
and then I'll take different colored duct tape.
Yeah.
You can get it in all kinds of colors now. And so each room is assigned its own color of duct tape. And so so then sometimes if everything's going to the kitchen one it'll have the pink tape, but then on the floor plan it's drawn out for the movers. I tape it to the front door, put it at the front, and then they'll see the kitchen is pink. So they don't have to know what that room is. They don't have to what bedroom is what bedroom. They just have to know the pink
goes to this room.
tape goes into the pink room.
Okay.
That's smart.
And so then sometimes if it is kitchen, I'll put pots and pans or dishes or whatever, sometimes on the tape just for me as I'm unpacking, so I know what order I want to unpack in. But I feel for movers, they don't even have to read. It's just look at a color and go.
You don't even have to know how.
No, I'm not saying you don't know how, but you know what I mean? It's just I feel it's more efficient than reading a word as color coding. I feel it's the most
easier.
basic system of labeling.
I
So.
also put if it's fragile or not. So do you would that be a note that you do?
I
It's red tape.
No, I just I'll just put a B for breakable, and I know what those are. But usually, I'm such a control freak. A lot of the breakable stuff, unless it's a big breakable item, they'll move it. But if it's breakable, it goes in boxes in my car separately.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably the worst part
I hate
of
moving.
I remember before we bought our house and we were in an apartment every year. Oh my gosh, I hated every year we had to move everything, which at that point we didn't have as much stuff as we do now.
Yeah.
But it's just
and
moving.
you don't realize how much you accumulate in such even a short
Oh my
time.
gosh,
It's
There's also something though renewing about moving, because that's your chance to purge too.
Yeah.
I always use that as a chance, but I don't need that. I haven't used it.
I haven't even seen this in 10 years.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we've had for 5 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize we still have this gone.
What's worse, moving out or moving in for you? The packing,
or
packing
unpacking,
or the unpacking.
Moving out 100%.
Oh, I think unpacking.
I think
I hate
unpacking
getting in there and being now I have to unpack all of this.
You're already exhausted from moving everything in, and then you're just this is daunting.
Yeah.
I just
and finding the space for everything.
It's just such a process getting rid of stuff and packing, figuring out what you're taking, for me, I just feel it's a lot easier to unpack because it's already all organized versus going through and purging.
Okay, so let's dive into these 10 hacks that we have for them, and then we can talk about each of them. So the first hack that we came up with that we got from a moving pro, assemble a first day basket with disposable plates, cups, forks, so you can eat without your dishes.
This is
I actually
love
did
this.
So important too with kids. To have the cups for kids and maybe just a little treat for them so that they can have their dinner at their first place. But a treat, hey, I got your cupcakes too. I know this is hard for you guys, but
I have actually done that for clients with kids before, and I'll also send them like a gift card or Venmo them for like to order pizza or something or order whatever they want, like
Make it
takeout
easy.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a fantastic one. I would also throw in like bottled water too in there. Just because again, that's like so easy.
I did that with disposable stuff, but then like paper towels and like snacks, just stuff that you like need.
Yeah, I've seen clients do. Yeah, like they make a little basket and it's got like a toilet paper roll, paper towel. Yeah,
like essentials.
Clorox wipes. And then like all the disposable like cutlery and whatnot.
Just things you need.
Absolutely.
All right, the second thing is fill kitchen pots with spices and other small kitchen items. This is a good way to just make sure you're making your saving space in that box, but then they're not going to clatter together.
Right.
Yeah, kind of protects the spices in a little small items.
I feel like all mine are stackable, my pots and pans. Like they like store within each other.
They kind of, mine do too. But
what I'll do though for something that's like, okay, so yeah, we'll go to the next one because this is like it's one that I was going to suggest, but I do slightly different. So this says store sharp ends of knives inside pot holders for safekeeping during transportation. I will let you know a serious hack. So like everyone has like a utensil divider in their kitchen. Just put all of your utensils in there and saran wrap it and one round of tape, and you are good to go. Yes.
It's the best.
Same thing. I'll saran wrap my little like knives that like are in like the little holder thing. I just saran wrap that whole thing, and it goes into the thing.
That's a good idea.
Into a box.
I love it.
Yeah. If I don't have to take anything out, I don't want to. Because then when you're moving in, you literally just cut through it and slide it in a drawer, and you're done.
So much easier.
So nice.
And it probably keeps like dust out and stuff too in the move. You don't have to like re-clean all your silverware again.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. The next one is slide stemware and glasses inside of clean socks.
For padding. So I definitely have heard of people doing this. I am like so weird. I keep like original boxes.
Me too. I have our boxes.
So our attic at like our old house was filled with like all of the original boxes for like our dinnerware, our glassware, the original box for our TV, original box for like all of our small appliances.
Brian would kill me.
I do the same thing.
Well, when you have enough,
it's easier when you move.
I used to, but like Chris, like it drove Chris crazy, and we ran out of space. Like,
our attic was probably a good 1,000 square feet.
I'm sure it was.
But see, our attic is full of all of our like holiday.
Same.
That was our second our other.
Okay. Was that one color coded too, or was the attic color coded? With
no,
the attic
tax
bracket.
No. Well, so am I now.
Oh my god!
Thankfully, on tax day, I was like, "Oh, it's far less expensive when you're single." Sorry. So I don't know that I would like put them in socks per se. Is that even really enough cushion?
I think so.
So the socks.
So how do you move it? If you guys don't have the boxes, how do you guys move it?
So yeah, I think the socks is a great idea. That's the
like
tip they
towel.
gave us. But I think I was gonna say
Towels.
I do towels.
Yeah, dish towels.
I use the dish towels. I even use our big towels. I wrap a lot of breakables, even plates and stuff if needed. I'll take a towel and I'll like lay a plate, put the towel, lay another plate, lay it the other way.
Yep,
So,
I think that's great. Socks,
so we use
towels.
You can also
The point is just anything soft.
like socks balled up in the glass. So then that way it's supported
And I
from the
even,
inside too.
You know when you pack like up all your dishes and stuff like that, and you still have a bunch of room, like kind of where it could like, did it say it? Did you know how there's like an extra room in the box to where when you're moving and stuff, it like it'll like shake it around. It
Shiggles.
Oh, guys, the pregnancy stuff is like
Shiggles.
This one
Majorly.
is called Shiggles.
Shakes and jiggles.
0717.
Shiggles. I'm gonna like make that a word. I feel like shiggles needs to be a word.
I think that sounds too close to
Shiggles.
Shingles. Oh.
No, I know
What
where
were
Jake
you
is
gonna
going.
say?
But anyways, we're in it. You know what I'm talking about? It still can shake or whatever. So I like in a lot of my dishware boxes will start stuffing like pillows even. If I need to like
Pillows is good.
if I need to like tighten it up so it doesn't like move too much.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And this one we already said, but add plastic wrap around flatware and it's organizer to keep everything together. So Jake knocked that one out
was
first.
mine. Sorry, I skipped ahead.
He's like, I know I saw that.
Well, but apparently I'm a moving pro.
The next one is place hanging clothes directly into garbage bags, like they do at the dry cleaners. I don't do that.
No.
I do.
That's
I
surprising.
100% do.
Garbage
I
bags
actually
are
do.
just dirty to me, even if they're clean.
No.
I do the
But I
hanging
do prefer white
boxes.
garbage bags for this purpose.
Why? Oh my god.
For some reason, black ones do just have a connotation of being
dirty.
so gross.
Yeah.
But I only use white. No,
Oh,
still
you
hanging
hang
out.
them,
Yeah,
okay.
so slide them in the bag, and I'm telling
So
you.
keep them
How
on the
they're
hangers.
And so then
I
what I
see.
do is then when I get to my the destination, they come out and I fold those garbage bags and put them to the side, and that's my stack of garbage bags to use as I'm unpacking.
Yeah.
It really is so helpful.
I don't think when we moved, I didn't do all of them in garbage bags, but I definitely left them on the hangers and then just took them off, threw them down on put them. Well, I just threw them in our car and then went directly there.
I priced out. They
Refund
make
them.
moving boxes that have the little rods.
I used those this last time.
See, were they not expensive?
I don't remember. Chris got them.
For how much
point.
clothing I have, I was like,
Yeah, I had 4.
I was like, this is an
And they were
investment.
the oversized ones.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much they were, but it
I
helped.
was like, that's an investment that I don't want to make.
At that point, we were
Do you
so
guys wash
stressed,
your
just
clothes after they're in the boxes?
do we what?
Well, mine don't ever go in boxes. So then my regular clothes, anything that's folded, I move in my luggage because I have to take the luggage anyways.
Yeah.
So I pack every bit of luggage I have with clothes, and then I'll move that. But then hanging does go in the garbage bag, and no, I don't rewash it. It goes straight in the closet. I wear it.
Yeah.
See, boxes to me, if I put all the clothes or towels in boxes, I wash it to
If I use the towels, like I was saying for the dishes and stuff, then I'll wash them, but not my clothes. Oh my gosh, that would be so much.
Yeah.
When you get
I'd be washing for a year.
Brandie.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. So this next one's also this next one's also really great for your clothes and stuff. So removing the dresser drawers and covering them with plastic wrap. Sounds like we just need to buy a big thing of plastic wrap.
So,
And you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and they
Yes,
drop
they
it in
sell
these
them
science
these
giant
big
rolls.
Or
Or,
our movers do that actually.
Yeah.
If we don't do them.
They did that for our dressers too when we moved, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, it was so
They just
nice.
saran wrap the entire
Yes,
dresser
the
thing
entire
in it. Yeah.
dresser.
Yeah.
I can tell you, only do that if you have nice enough furniture. If you have IKEA furniture or something like that,
It's
there's
gonna
nothing
fall.
wrong with it, but it will not, you can't move it with that much weight in it and it survive.
Oh yeah, it will fall out.
Oh.
If it's real
It'll-
wood,
it'll
it will,
break.
but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's that,
But I've noticed they do that even with empty furniture too, because
Right.
Yeah,
it
you do.
helps
They
in
don't
case
want
they
that stuff to
bump
slide
it.
open.
Well,
And
and
scratch.
they wrap it
Right,
with
so it doesn't
those
scratch and
protector
bump
things,
it.
like the blankets.
So
Yeah.
plastic wrap. It sounds like it's gonna be your friend
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
moving.
invest in some.
Next one.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is cover both sides of a mattress with fitted sheet to keep it clean during the move. I do not do
I
this.
do it 100%.
You do?
Yeah.
We just bought a new mattress.
I
when we
haven't-
moved, so I don't know.
I have it covered in the moving blankets, but but moving blankets I provide.
Okay.
It's they use theirs for everything else,
No.
and I have
So
some
like
for a
when
bed.
you're using someone else's blanket.
Or-
Yeah. We
or-
just got it. Yeah.
Just replace the bed when you move. After
That's
that
what
twice.
we did. I mean, the mattress went in full
Right,
trash.
yeah.
It looked
I mean,
terrible.
how often are you supposed to change your mattress? Right?
Every
I don't-
2 years. No, I'm just
we-
kidding. I think it's
I
like
think it's
7.
I think it's 7 or 8
Oh yeah,
years.
8.
I don't know.
Or I thought that was flipping it is like
No,
three.
flipping it is
Flipping it does not work.
as
Which
often.
I
as
can't
possible.
flip mine because mine has the pad on the top.
Right.
No, well,
But we
you can
rotate it,
My
yeah.
brother does that every week, which is so
Every
crazy.
week?
What?
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
week
he's
he
like,
rotates?
and he's
I have,
like
not,
so.
I have a king. There's no way I'm rotating that
Or
by
every time he
myself.
does the sheets, I think it's once a week, but it really does make a
No.
difference with
The
balancing.
size?
Like,
Like
Make
where
it
it's you don't
even.
have the
Patch is
dips.
so divot.
yeah, same
Mine's
with
up
Chris.
because
I
you have to
know.
roll up the mountain to get
That's
to
how
you.
Chris's is. So Ty, my brother, told me to avoid that. You rotate it.
Yeah, but I don't want to sleep in the hole right now.
I would say
Right,
every
but
6
if you
months,
don't,
but-
if you do it frequently, then a hole won't be there because you'll balance it out.
So it's too late. Yeah.
yeah, it's too late. Just start up the next one.
yeah, Brandy's like, I don't want to sleep on that
Fall
side.
I don't want to be. I know. Yeah, because we had that
That's
problem
so
too.
funny. Okay, so then the next one on here is tuck cords into empty toilet paper rolls and label them for easy use after your move.
Smart.
So I guess getting
Totally
used,
smart.
yeah,
It
I
is.
like that. Using the empty toilet paper rolls, kind of repurposing them too.
For sure.
Ooh,
How long would you have to save up your toilet paper rolls? Though?
I know. It's like, where do you put those too?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Maybe
Well,
paper towels. You do
JC
paper towel rolls and then cut them in half.
Yeah.
Because we have more paper towel rolls. I save those for arts and crafts.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
For the
JC
kids.
will, if she saw any of those, she'd be like, "Ooh."
What can
She
I make
plays
with
with them,
this?
yeah.
Yeah.
She
I love
makes
it.
stuff out of them. She'll fold them and glue them and cut them
Yeah.
and put
Okay.
pipe cleaners through them, all the good things.
I
Love
have
it.
to do this one because it'll take us to our next pack boots. photos or other heavy items. Books.
Books?
That's so funny. I read boots too. I read boots too. That's weird.
Okay, books. So I don't have to read this anymore. I thought it was talking about putting shoes in your suitcases, and that's it's a big no-go for
Pack
me.
books, books, photos, or other heavy items in wheeled suitcases for easy mobility.
That's smart.
We've talked about this. I don't do that because... But now I'm like, oh my God,
do you
putting
utilize your
books.
suitcase?
Well, yeah, remember I said all my folded clothing goes in my suitcases.
Oh.
That's
but
really
books
smart.
would be so smart because they're so
Or
heavy.
heavy,
Because
yeah.
you
What
them.
we do is like
And I hate those
the
boxes.
plastic containers for
Oh,
all of
yeah,
our
yeah.
books because the boxes they fall through the bottom. So we learned just like splitting like cookbooks and like books that we have in those big clear bins.
I do have a lot of those big clear bins for moving.
Same.
Yeah,
and I put like seasonal clothes in those.
I do have them, but now I've started losing the tops.
I know.
So like I don't know where they are. I'm like, oh, cool. Because I would stack
Bottoms are
them.
useless without their tops. Yes.
Always are.
I'm definitely gonna remember that one. That's super smart.
Yeah,
that
I
is
really
great.
do like that one.
So those were the 10 tips that we got from Moving Pros, but we also wanted to give you guys some like things that I know I did these when we first moved into the house, like things you could do like even before you move in or move any of your stuff in. Like there's one of them's probably a bigger task, but they're easy enough to where it's like just helps kind of like refresh the home, especially if it's a pre-owned home and the previous owner, obviously used the toilets and stuff like that. So how you can kind of make it. Yeah. So the first thing on here, it's a big one. This is not something you have to do, but I feel like really like not only changes the vibe of the house, but also like the cleanliness is painting. Like I would say do that even before you move in. Like
100%.
paint if you plan to paint.
It's so much easier to hire paint or for painters to paint when it's vacant.
Yeah.
Like no furniture.
It just feels cleaner
Yeah.
and fresher too.
It
When you walk
refreshes
in,
it.
Jake does not agree with us.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
not that I disagree. I'm just like, it's really not that big. If I find a place and I like the color, I'm not going to paint over it and like the same color.
Yeah.
If it needs it, like ours.
I even think if you like the color, like go get the color again. Yeah, I feel like just a clean. Unless they just did it recently, I just feel like a fresh, clean. Not just the walls, but like your the trim and the doors. I feel like in the pantry.
Well,
like
if you're
I'm not
listening,
well,
you should
I
see
guess
his
I guess it's because so like from college, the townhouse I moved in was brand new, so we weren't about to repaint that.
Okay, well no.
My apartment, I was the first person to live in it. So it's brand new.
Here we go.
Jason's house, and then when we moved to the new place, we did paint it, but because there was wallpaper in so many places. So we had like fix that issue. And then my apartment, it was just painted. So I'm like, I'm not going to paint it.
Well, yeah.
That's what I
so
think.
I'm like, I'm trying to
us,
think, like, I've only painted one out of all the adult moves.
Yeah. I think for us, like, even if we loved the paint colors, like, painting the pantry shelves, like, alone and the closet shelves, like, getting, like, a fresh coat of white paint. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I didn't even, like, I cleaned them, but then once we painted it, it's like I had a brand new house.
Yeah.
A brand new pantry.
It smells
so
clean.
Yes. I can,
Just that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Deep clean.
And if you don't paint, then at least
Deep
clean.
clean. Mariana and I talked about
Yes.
this. So I usually hire cleaners. Well, I've requested it be done when we move. That the
Same.
seller pays for it to be deep cleaned, and then I go through and deep clean it also because I got one of those carpet cleaners, and they said I had cleaned the carpets. It was black when I cleaned it. Like, and it's only a year-old house. Like, can you imagine if I don't know
your current house?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was black
I mean,
water.
pets and
Where do you
kids
even have
alone.
carpet?
In all the bedrooms.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Yeah, just in the bedrooms.
Yeah, I agree.
So
It needs to be professionally done.
for sure.
And then I clean it after.
And not just like give it a deep clean, but like the cabinets, like have them go in and clean out every single drawer, like anything that,
You know what a big one is, like the trash in the counters.
In the cabinets, like the trash drawers.
Yeah,
the trash
those. I
bin.
feel like
they
everyone
do.
overlooks those and forgets to clean them.
Mhm.
Like having someone like take bleach and clean it.
Yeah, and you can hire a service that like specifically does like move out clean.
Yeah.
Or like I forget what they call it. But
Yeah.
Ooh,
love that.
exactly. Another one that you could say is epoxy the garage door or garage floors.
Yes.
That's a good thing
Before
you
you
could
move
do
in.
before you move in, because once you move in,
It's so difficult.
Yeah.
All the oils and stuff.
It'd be good. It would make your garage feel new.
Did y'all know there's like a paint that's like looks like epoxy and it's actually not? So now I'm gonna always ask like, is this really epoxy flooring?
Oh, I
Because
didn't know
if it's
there was-
just the paint that looks like it like chips. Like
Well, yeah, if you buy
Yeah.
those kits, like they're not.
Yeah, well, it's
very
like
good.
look-alike.
I wish we
epoxy.
would have done that to
Yeah.
ours.
Another tip on here for one of the things you could do when you move into a new house is replacing all the toilet seats.
Mariana
I
does
went
that.
immediately
It
to
makes
Home
sense.
Depot.
I've never
I mean,
thought
think
of that.
about
It's
it.
smart. It's
Yeah.
I have never thought of you as so high maintenance before this episode.
I know. I was like kind of disgusted in the fact. Like I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like.
what they
You should just
We-
do new construction
Yes.
only.
I
for your
know.
future
I was
moves.
like so grossed out. So like we went to Home Depot.
Also, this one.
And
the
I
next
needed
one.
only 2,
Yeah.
so I just went and bought 2 new toilet seats instead of cleaning them.
But you know they also touched the handle, and
You might
you're
as
having
well
to
just-
clean what they've already. You should just replace the whole toilet.
We had to
Probably.
replace
I
our
really
old
should
toilet.
have.
You
Oh
remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, like, the night before was, like, installing this toilet. Like,
Of like move out. Yeah.
Oh my
It's, like,
gosh.
night
Because
before
there was,
move
like,
out.
It is
like,
nice
crack
though. Like,
in the toilet.
toilets, if you think about it, that would be something that's worth it. It's like $200 to
It's
replace
so
a toilet.
cheap.
You
Well-
might as well do it. Next time, forget the seats, just do
Yeah,
the whole toilet.
yeah.
And they're so
Well,
cheap.
next house we're just gonna buy.
Yeah, I
one.
don't want a toilet with a mismatched seat. Like they come with a seat that matches.
Mine looks like a toilet.
And Mariana,
Well,
you
how
also,
basic is your toilet?
You and toilets, too, you, like, leave it
Oh, I put
down,
the,
right?
It
oh,
has
the
to be down.
toilet
But
lids.
yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you have dogs, Maggie. You don't want those dogs
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
toilet
My
water.
dog has never been able to reach it, and I grew up in a house
that's
full
us
of boys.
Every single time. Nope, it has to be done.
Never.
Yeah, no, toilet lids go down.
Y'all, even
I
Like,
JC.
the whole thing?
The whole
Yeah.
lid.
That's
the
JC
bottom.
is so
Has
bad
to be
about it.
closed.
Yeah.
She sometimes will forget to flush.
That's-
She'll pee
and
with
when
the door
I-
open. I'm like,
For the love of God.
Yeah.
That's where
When
my
I
kids
walk
are
through
at
a
right now.
listing and the toilet seat's up, I grab a little piece of toilet paper and I
Same.
put it down.
That's
I'm like,
so
I
you
can't
probably
buy
just
it.
left the showing after I just used it.
I'm just gonna replace the whole toilet seat now.
Oh my gosh.
Maggie's like,
Oh,
or
no.
Marian's like, can't see it. We gotta burn the house down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
You
love
just
it.
want to gut your house and start over
Yeah.
when you move in. You know, the walls have been touched, so we're going to remove the sheetrock.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I didn't put this
Oh.
on here.
Oh my gosh.
No, it was not that. But we also replaced all of our doorknobs. Like I did the
What?
doorknobs.
You
Yeah.
can
I didn't look at
I
those,
never-
Mariana.
Well, I also wanted them to be
Oh,
like,
be like
a different
yeah.
color and all that because we went from like I think it was like nickel and we did
Okay,
ORB. So
But let's hear this.
so we did.
Wait, we didn't tell her them this yet.
Well, wait a
Replace
minute.
Yeah.
Before we even
light
get
switches.
there, since you own rental properties, do you change all these things out between tenants?
No, not between tenants. We have them
Because
cleaned.
you're not living there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, not between tenants. But we did replace all of these. We did replace the toilet seats and we did replace the doorknobs when we bought the property. So we made them all the same
Okay.
and whatever else. So we
Yeah.
did do that, but no, not in between tenants.
That
no.
is hilarious.
But we do get a deep clean and like have it
Yeah.
professionally cleaned. And I do make sure the doorknobs. I'm like, yeah. Which this is, you know, they're moving into the new house. They should do this.
You want your tenants shaped
Yeah,
special?
you don't-
No,
You
no, I don't
become
want them to do. No,
Black hot pink.
we take
painted
care of our
room.
little rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. And then the last one on here that you could do, super easy, super inexpensive. We did it.
God, of course you did.
Is we replaced all the light
Why?
switch covers.
What
because
about
they were
the
so
outlet covers?
Dirty. Yeah.
People
no, we
just-
did literally every single
You can just
light
clean
switch
it.
and
I
every
get if
outlet
they're
cover.
like a yellow, like old one like this.
Yeah.
I get that.
But
like,
wait,
Ours were no,
you only replace the cover, but not the switch
not the
itself?
switch. Yeah,
But
because
the
that's
switch
That's
is
what
what
they're
they're actually
touching.
touching.
But no, okay, but yes, I agree. So we
My
cleaned
eyes would
them.
start twitching.
We cleaned. We did. We like had them. Like I took a toothbrush and was like cleaning them.
Oh
and stuff.
my gosh.
There were some
Mariana.
of them. I know. There were
I
some of
never
them
knew.
that were literally so like you could tell like there was like stuff in like the
You
the
can
off
pull it off
and
and
on
just
but
replace
words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ours were like old beige, so I did like mandate basically to Jason's like this is all have to change to white,
Yeah.
and so we had to change like the switches
But you had to
and
do
the
the
covers
switches
and
at that point,
everything.
yeah.
To match.
But I'm like, even at that point, I'm like, they were dirty. It's like even if they had been white, I don't think cleaning them would have done that for me. I think I would have had to replace them still
Yeah.
if I was that anal.
So I think what prompted me to go ahead and switch them is because I do remember in the kids' rooms the actual switches were white, so I didn't have to replace those because of the color. But in the kids' rooms, they were like a weird, like they were like I think one had like Texas Rangers, one had like Batman. So it's like
oh yeah.
they had like specific fun
Yeah.
ones. So I went ahead and we replaced every single one of those, the plugs.
They are very cheap. That is
They're
like going
super
into
cheap.
Yeah, they were like
48
20.
cents or
Oh, at the
something.
time I think they were like 25
Inflation.
cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
That was
but
like
okay, but
6 years
doing
ago.
that does change the house. It does,
Yeah.
especially if you're painting and doing that.
Yeah.
It will change the house and how it feels. So
Yeah.
perhaps
And it just
you.
was like one of those things that was like, they probably get touched a lot, and so let's
They
just.
do get touched a
yeah.
lot, not probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do you do that's Super
I'm
crazy.
loving this.
What else do we do?
What do you do? Okay, so if you move in and the property already has a refrigerator, what do you do to the refrigerator?
Burn it.
I don't know. We didn't.
Yeah, same.
We
I
bought a
would
new refrigerator.
I had to my rental, like, already had a refrigerator, and I was like, oof.
Even ours was only a year old,
I've
and I still
almost
bleached
asked
it.
if I could just replace the refrigerator for them.
That's
Because it's
so,
so
yeah.
gross.
I mean,
No,
just
I didn't.
people are
It's
not.
gross,
People
yeah.
forget about food, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Ooh,
can't
what
think of
about,
anything
like,
else we for
what
sure
about dryer
did.
vents? They should deep clean, like have those cleaned.
Yeah, you can have them cleaned.
Dryer vents.
That's a good point. Yeah, cleaning out your dryer vents, which
Making
we're
sure the
doing
air
for
filters
babies
are
here.
changed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fireplaces.
Yeah. Quick little home maintenance little things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I
like-
even have some clients that go through on their inspection report. You know, obviously there's a ton of little miscellaneous like recaulking on the outside. I have some clients that tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm halfway through my inspection report," and I'm like, "What do you mean you're halfway through your inspection?"
They're
They're
getting all
like,
it done.
they're literally
That's
checking
good.
off, and I'm like, "That's great. That's amazing because that's like maintenance stuff that you
Yeah.
need to be doing. I mean, twice, like every other year at least with the
Right.
Yeah.
recaulking." But they're literally going through and just slowly checking off the honey-do list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I think that is a good point that we just talked about, like the home maintenance stuff. Like that is a good time. Just go ahead and replace the batteries in your smoke alarms.
Yeah.
Go ahead and replace all the air filters. Go ahead.
Garage door batteries.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Just go ahead and do that when you move in, so that way you know the timeline of how long it's been since all of it's been done. Because
Mhm.
otherwise you don't know, and so you'll be, at 3:00 in the morning, and that will suddenly start beeping at you, and you're like,
Mhm.
"Ugh, I
Yeah.
didn't know this
It's
time."
so annoying
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they beat.
Yeah.
all of mine are detached from my ceiling. Right? Oh, I shouldn't say that since I'm a renter. They're going back up right now.
Renter's insurance
Yes.
is like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh,
that's so funny.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so those are our tips for you guys. We know that moving is so stressful. It can make for a really long day, and it's just not fun. But obviously, once you get everything unpacked and you make it your own, and hopefully some of these tips kind of helped you guys with making that a little bit more easy and, exciting and all the things.
I do think it's also important to discuss, if you're moving with a spouse or significant other, discuss how you've done moves in the past, and then discuss how you're
Yeah.
going to tackle this move, if it's your first move together.
Yeah.
Because I think that's like one of the things everyone has a different style, I think, or
Mhm.
preferences and
Yeah.
methods. So it's like important because you could be packing something and your significant other would be like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
well, this is how I've always done it. So it's like, it's already stressful. Like, that's what made me think of it, is because you're like, it's already stressful. It's like, don't add any stress by like not having had that discussion
yeah.
before.
Brian was so pissed on move out day because it was like
Such a
it
cluster.
was such a cluster. He
It
was,
always
like
is.
I was like prepared and I'm like, this is my plan, and he
Yeah.
was, I don't know, we just weren't on the same page.
Yeah.
Same.
And it's
And
already so stressful.
actually, if honestly, we had a friend that was supposed to come help us with like moving the furniture and putting it into the truck and all that.
Do you want to name them on the
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah. Yeah, he didn't show up. So Brian literally, we lived on a 3-story apartment complex at the time, and we're going into our house. He literally put the couch on his back. I have like a
What?
photo of him somewhere where he has the couch on his back, like coming down the 3 stories by
Oh
himself.
my gosh, that's
So he
While
was
you were taking
pissed.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't much I could do to help him because he did not want me to help him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's super
You get to that
impressive.
point where you're just like, we're not going to talk the rest of the
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
he was like, he just wanted to get it done and get it there.
That
and-
is crazy. Chris
Yeah.
moved a lot of our stuff, but we definitely hired movers.
Yeah.
It's just
You have to.
It's
We're at
so
the
much
age where I'm
easier.
just gonna pay for convenience at this
Oh,
point.
Well,
yeah.
I've told y'all how my husband is. Like, he's like, no, I'm going to
Yeah,
do it
that is
myself. And I'm like,
hilarious.
okay, then don't complain.
Yeah.
Gosh, it
But-
also helps to go by room, like pack by room,
Mhm.
and don't
Yeah.
move on until you get
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
a
room
great tip.
done.
Yeah.
Even if
Absolutely.
you're not moving and you're listening, there's stuff in your house that you can start going through. So when you do have to move, it's
Yeah.
easier. So like
Oh,
go
yeah.
through the closets maybe once a year and just like
Yeah.
clean them out and do that.
Listen
stuff.
to our spring cleaning episode. And
I'm doing that right
and
now.
then
and
do
it's-
that.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, even when you're like getting your home ready to hit the market, like pre-listing, part of it is pre-packing. I always like, that's what I call it. I say, go ahead and, depersonalize and start pre-packing. You're going to have to pack this up anyways.
Yeah.
Go ahead and, less is more to make the home look great while we're showing. So go ahead and start packing right away. So,
Yeah. And also anything you're getting rid of, you can like schedule ahead for Salvation Army or Goodwill to pick up. But what we did, since they were booked like a month out, is
Wow.
we hired Clutter Hulk, which donates like anything that can be donated, and then they throw away like just trash that you're getting rid
Do they
of.
give you a receipt for your taxes?
I have a receipt somewhere.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
they give you a, donation.
Yeah, they gave me
slip.
a receipt.
Yeah.
Love it. Well,
Yeah.
if you guys have any other little tips, moving tips, hacks, or whatever tricks that you guys have done in the past, let us know.
Share those on social.
Yes.
Share them. Yes, guys. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
See you on
Bye.
next one.
Bye.